The frenetic pace of Metro Manila is a stark contrast to the province of Palawan, an island located just southwest of Luzon. Many people call Palawan the Philippines' final frontier. It's still largely undeveloped. The province highlands are peppered with rainforests and a large mountain range ringed with stunning landscape of beaches and coves. Puerto Princesa is Palawan's largest city, the provincial capital, and the center of the region's commercial hub. The rain-drenched day doesn't dampen my enthusiasm to explore this small city. And as a market junkie, it's the first place I want to check out.
Jungle markets spring up anywhere there's a place to park a few trucks and, well, a little bit of commerce goes a long way towards making a village a town.
Every day, the aisles in this market swell to near capacity as locals and visitors from the far ends of the island converge to stock up on supplies, grab something to eat, and catch up with friends. I heard of a place up the road called Kinabuch that serves up some traditional Filipino specialties using many of the foods from the market. I'm welcomed here by my host, Butch Chase, a former athlete turned restaurateur.
Motorcycles.
Is that you?
Yeah, this one here.
He treats me to a couple of local specialties, starting with 2 types of seaweed.
This one, it's like a caviar.
Oh, I love that. I'll tell you something.
We call it a local caviar. Crunchy.
It's nice, sweet, salty, completely different flavor. Oh. Vinegar with chilies, dynamite.
Our feast continues with mussels on the half shell, grilled tuna belly, and these.
These must be some kind of snail or...
Yeah, it's a snail, no? And cooked with coconut milk.
This is really good. You knew that already, didn't you? I'm amazed. I've eaten dozens of species of snails all around the world, and these taste most like teeny little sweet clams, like little manila clams. Spectacular.
For the final course, the tuna collars that I saw earlier in the market.
This is the best meat on the fish, some people say, is the cheeks and the collars. It's got a lot of fat content in it, and it grills up perfectly. You know, once it's off that big honkin' bone, it looks like any other bite of fish, but let me tell you something. If you imagine a chicken breast, how flat tasting that is, and then a whole roast chicken that cooks on the bone, how rich and moist and fabulous that tastes, how intensely chickeny, it's the same thing with the tuna. Oh, tastes so much better with that much bone. Wow. There's nothing like being in a country, sitting down and having dinner, and the fish on the table has been out of the water a matter of hours as opposed to a number of days. That's local cuisine at its finest.
London is considered one of the most cosmopolitan cities in the world, yet the cuisine has not always been so highly regarded. Traditional eats have been on top of the food chain here, fish and chips, pie and mash, but the food culture is slowly changing, which is why I'm checking out the Borough Market, just south of London's city centre.
The royal charter for Borough Market was established in the 13th century. 800 years later, there's a wholesale revolution taking place here in London. Chefs are still using traditional recipes and sourcing local ingredients, but they're giving their creations a new twist and earning rave reviews.
Located inside the Borough Market itself is Roast, a new wave of restaurants specializing in the traditional turned modern. Roast's menu features dishes like grilled ox heart with bone marrow and seared pigeon over bubble and squeak.
Andrew, how are you?
Iqbal, Pleasure. Nice to meet you.
Well, welcome to Roast.
Oh, stunning, stunning restaurant.
Executive Chef Lawrence Keogh designed Roast's innovative menu. He feels passionate about directly connecting the consumer to the food source by using locally produced ingredients whenever possible.
Welcome
Chef,
to Roast.
good morning. Good
Hi.
morning. Incredible space.
It is. It's wonderful, isn't it?
Incredible. Beautiful
Yeah.
kitchen.
Thank you. Yeah.
Remarkable.
I await my food feast as Lawrence begins preparing the ox heart. This traditional food item dates back to a day when nothing went to waste on an animal, especially the organs. But this chef is putting a different spin on it. Rather than frying or serving it in a stew, he's slicing the heart thin, then very lightly grilling it so it's still practically rare. This retains moisture and keeps the heart meltingly tender. Finally, he adds another unusual item to the sauce itself, bone marrow, for a fatty sweetness.
That's the bone marrow now, which we're going to slice nice little fat roundels like this.
And voila, a masterpiece.
There it is.
All right, a little sauce, a little detander. Let's get a nice little piece of marrow there. Grilled rare ox heart.
Real rare rock heart.
I love this. The heart is a muscle,
Yeah.
very little fat in it. So you grill it rare, so
Yeah.
it's not too chewy.
There we go. Yeah.
But where you get the fat in the dish is in the sauce, in the butter, and the marrow. So the whole thing works. This is ballsy, adventurous food. I mean, you can taste the blood in it. I mean that in a good way.
Yeah.
Well, after a 6-hour schlep through the Atlas Mountains, I finally reached the town of Ouarzazate.
Which, believe it or not, is home to the largest movie soundstage outside of Hollywood. Lawrence of Arabia was just one of the movies shot here because of the gorgeous desert landscapes. For me, though, a late lunch gets top billing.
Wow, this is spectacular. Look at this.
Nice palm trees.
Beautiful.
Tagine is the national dish of Morocco, and something the cooks at La Vallée restaurant are known for.
Oh, the tagine.
Super.
Oh my God.
That's so incredibly moist
Yeah,
from roasting in that cylindrical pot.
it is.
And the lemons are so tart and salty.
The
Unbelievable.
secret is in the juice, you know?
Oh, always.
The name tagine describes both the food and the dish it's cooked in. It contains meat, in this case chicken, vegetables, nuts and spices, all cooked over an open fire.
Let's talk about the chicken for a second, too.
Yeah.
Obviously, this is not chicken from the neighborhood supermarket. This is chickens from out in the yard.
Yeah.
They've got a much stronger poultry flavor than most people are used to. That can be sort of shocking when most people taste it for the
That's
first time.
correct.
And if you're really going to do it up right, you end the meal with another local favorite, mint tea.
You know, in this country, when we drink mint tea, we say bisaha.
Bisaha.
Yeah, bisaha.
Bisaha.
Enjoy your tea, my friend.
When night falls in Ouarzazate, everybody heads into the town square.
People flood into the little snack shops that line this beautiful part of town. This is the best place to find some really unusual foods. They have sausages, roasted kidneys cooked a la plancha on the griddle.
Me, I'm going for a Moroccan mixed grill of sorts, which starts with the preparation of the kidneys.
Now look, kidneys might not be your thing, and kidneys on the street in the southern highlands of Morocco may not be your thing. But come on, griddled onions and tomatoes, does that make it sound good? Like my Uncle Vinny used to say back in New York, forget about it. C'est parfait. Oh, superbe. Ah, beautiful. We'll start with a little bit of the merguez sausage. Now that we've gotten our toes in the shallow end of the pool, let's wade into the middle of the pool with a little bit of the kefta. Woo. The seasoning mixture for that is super spicy. Oh my gosh. Texturally, it's almost crunchuity. Now into the deep end of the pool, let's try some of these kidneys. Cheers. From an old lamb, a little gamey, a little irony, mineral, copper aftertaste. This has got some big flavors. This is not wimp food. Wow.
Hard to believe, but I think I've hit my personal limit for organ meat intake. I'm ready for a change of diet and scenery. The far northern reaches of Finland are home to two key demographics: friendly, unassuming, hospitable Finns and reindeer. Hundreds of thousands of reindeer. For nearly 4,000 years, the indigenous Sami people herded reindeer in the Lapland region, relying on them for meat, transportation, shelter, clothing, and this, fresh milk. And if I want to eat today, I'm going to have to do my best reindeer milkmaid impression.
No pressure, but you and I are on television.
My host is Satu Palasari. She owns this reindeer farm with her husband, Michael, and their 4 children. There's a larger herd of thousands of reindeer here on the farm. But these are the guys the Palasaris consider part of the family.
This one is called lumipallo. That means snowball.
Snowball?
Yeah. He's my special reindeer. When we go driving with the sled, he follows my orders, so I can go anywhere with him.
Satu and her husband, Michael, took over the farm from her father, Reino, back in 2009. And everything she knows, she learned from him.
Okay, Andrew, it's your turn.
Including this little tidbit. Nothing helps a reindeer relax during milking like a little singing.
All this is lots of fun, but it goes very slowly. You have to have some patience, and I don't have any.
Milking reindeer is slow going, but the yield is one of the Palasaris' best moneymakers.
How much does a liter go for on the market?
About 120 euros.
That's expensive.
Yeah.
That's about 150, 160 bucks. A liter.
Reindeer milk is extremely low in lactose and contains 6 times as much fat as cow's milk.
I've never had fresh reindeer milk before. That's very grassy, very sweet, very fatty. It's delicious.
It sticks in your mouth.
It does stick in your mouth. That's a very interesting texture.
The family also does a brisk business butchering and selling reindeer meat for local suppliers and recently, more high-end restaurants. Reindeer meat is lean with a lot of iron and protein. Today, the Palasaris are cooking up a feast of reindeer parts for the whole family. Liver, top round, and first up, the freshly peeled reindeer tongue.
The tongue is so delicious. They tasted what they've been eating. So they're eating the berries and the lichen and the shoots off young trees and plants.
I've been looking forward to the grilled reindeer liver and onions.
This is just delicate and light and minerally and nickely.
Everything tastes better in a setting this beautiful.
Now remember, one of my rules, the harder the food is to get, the more difficult the journey, the better the taste.
The remoteness of this place becomes apparent pretty fast. Every piece of wood, every supply is hauled up this cliff by way of shoulder.
This is the island of Auze in the Westman Islands, population 0, except in puffin hunting season when the Icelandic Puffin Hunting Club is out in force.
Hi.
Sir, good to see you. Good to see you.
Welcome to Auce.
Thank you, thank you. 10-year-old kids spit granite, chew lava up for breakfast.
Welcome.
Guys.
Right away, I can tell I'm with a virile bunch. You don't see any women here. This annual trip is all about fathers passing on traditions to sons. And, of course, testing one's manhood. The only time-honored supplies we need are on the back deck. No shotguns here. When chasing puffin, it's all about the net. Reminds me of catching butterflies when I was a little kid. This should be easy enough.
Oh, here we are.
Oh my. Terra firma.
Finally, we're in position. Now, it's just a matter of learning the protocol.
Do you call them?
No.
Here, puffin, puffin.
It's important when you're catching not to move too much. You have to just move the eyes.
My host tells me to look left to right as the birds come over the crest. It's all about keeping focused.
Whoa! Whoa! Nice work!
Now, I'm obviously with a pro. Grimmer has been netting puffin since he was 6 years old. Now, my turn.
Oh! Oh! Whoa! Whoa! Yeah, I wasn't fast enough. Oh! That guy faked me out. Oh!
20 minutes of trying yields me nothing. Fortunately, I'm with the pros.
Oh!
Thanks to Grimmer and the other hunters, our day ends with quite a catch and a well-deserved dinner. Grimmer also takes on the role of chief cook. Today, he's preparing puffin breast meat, seasoned to perfection.
A little bit of this.
That's your secret, isn't it?
It's my secret, yes.
Yeah.
I'm told there are two popular ways to prepare puffin: grill slightly or braise and cook for hours. The first method works for my hunger pangs today.
Boy, I'll tell you something, nothing says yummy better than the smell of freshly grilling puffin. For those of you who are wondering what he's using, it's Willebreder Krieg. So you can run down to the store and grab some of that the next time you've got some puffin that needs grilling.
This has to be one of the most ideal settings for a meal. Few places in the world have a kitchen with these views. I'm in my element.
As somebody who thinks the greatest pleasure in the whole world is going to out-of-way places and tasting food in its habitat, you know, in its terroir. The puffin flies around on just a few islands in the whole world. It feeds on the grasses here, it drinks the rain, it eats the fish. So to come to an uninhabited island like this and to share a meal like this in your hunting lodge is just about the most exciting thing I can possibly think of doing. So right now my heart is beating faster than it did coming across the water. I can't even begin to tell you. It's unbelievable! And look, you cook them perfectly. You see, just look at that. They just plump up and just shrink a little bit. They stay nice and medium rare. Well, I wish I could say that I could wait to get inside, but I think these are gonna taste better in the great outdoors. Oh, this is fantastic. Thanks, guys.
Perfectly cooked.
It is perfectly cooked. That just tastes like fabulous game. Meaty, minerally, livery, very intense, strong tasting, but not overwhelming or overpowering. You know, sometimes game can be a little musty. This is spectacular. Oh, you could slice this up and tell somebody that it was something other than a bird and they might believe you. It's got a very rich flavor, probably because of its diet. Are you guys gonna cook some up for yourselves? No. Taking my puffin.